Welcome, Gemini. So, Gemini, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go to the you versus them love reading. My readings are based on law of attraction. So, for those of you who don't understand how this works, I just put the energy out there and I 100% count on law of attraction to bring those of you who need to hear this, who may resonate with it, to me. So that's why a general reading can apply to literally hundreds of thousands of people based on what you got going on. Also, we're all connected and we're all part of the collective. So we're not really that much different underneath the surface. But my readings are also timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. So, Gemini, let's see what we've got coming in for you, for my Geminis for this time period. What can Gemini expect? And I want to say, too, like, some days I'm a little bit more clear than others, but I felt, I don't know, just really in a space of clarity this morning. So I feel the energy is really good, okay? And hopefully, Gemini, you're feeling that too. You have the 5th house of passion, Leo energy. Some of you could be connecting with Leo or have that in your chart. And or it's just talking about the overall vibes, which is the 5th house of passion. So it's all about humor, romance, being playful, being out in the open. It's about love and pleasure. This is my favorite card. To me, this is the card of fun, you know. And I'm getting that. I'm getting a song. All I want to do is have some fun. So, I mean, who doesn't, right? So let's see what else we have coming through then for Gemini. You have the card of adventure and travel. Woo. You have the card of the dream and experiencing, as well as the rebel at the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is a great card combination. No wonder I felt so good before I started this reading. This is about going outside of the box, going outside just in general, adventure, play, travel, fulfilling your dreams, having new experiences. So this may be a very eye-opening time for you. And I mean that in a positive way, where there are, you know, things or new experiences on the horizon for you, Gemini. And they're wanting you to be open, open-hearted, open-minded about what's coming next. So I'm love this for you. So let's go a little bit deeper then and see what else can Gemini expect during this time frame. Let's see for my Geminis. What else for Gemini? You have the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. So I feel like, you know, Gemini, there may have been a space and time, or this could be currently going on for some of you, where you feel a little bit doubtful or fearful about what's next or what's coming down the pike for you. There seems to be a little bit of a crossroads here. There also seems to be a choice showing up. And it could be that you're, you know, fearful of making the wrong decision or going into the space of indecision almost. But the 6 of Swords is here to say that you're going to move out of that energy. You're moving towards the solution. And again, another card of movement, travel, adventure. So go on the adventure. You know what I mean? Like, some of you are maybe letting your own doubts and insecurities hold you back from exploring something or someone new or somewhere new. You know, and it could feel like you're stuck at a crossroads. Do I go towards what I know, or do I go towards what is new? And it's like, Spirit's saying, go towards what's new. You already know what you know, you know? But you're also bringing you with you wherever you go, right? So I always tell people, don't look for stability in your surroundings or in your exterior world. Look for stability within, because if you're good with yourself and you feel stable no matter where you're at, then you can go anywhere and literally still feel at peace, at home, you know, because you're bringing it within yourself. But if you need all these things to make you feel comfortable, or your comfort zone, or you need outside influences to bring you that sense of stability, then you're going to have kind of an anxiety filled life, and you may miss out on some opportunities because of it. Which is fine, you know, to each their own. Not all of us need to be Dora the Explorer, you know what I mean? But wouldn't life be so much more fun if you could, you know, leave fear to the side? You know what I mean? Like, why not be Dora the Explorer? Dora, Dora, Dora. Anyways, you have the sun here. Let's go a little bit deeper. The sun, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like a little bit of disruption in the usual, in the schedule, but I feel this to be a positive thing, right? So even if it does kind of jerk you out of the comfort zone, I feel it's with purpose, and or it's for a positive purpose. The Tower to me comes in when we ourselves, you know, refuse to change or refuse to make a decision. So the universe is like, okay, I'll decide for you, which is never a super comfortable feeling, right? But sometimes it's a necessary. So it's a necessary thing. The sun is here though, which means this is a positive change. This is a positive disruption. And the Knight of Cups is here, which is all about emotions and vulnerability. So some of you, it's as simple as like a positive change in outlook or a positive change in mood. But it could also be a positive shift in direction when it comes to your career or when it comes to your love life. The Knight of Cups to me often represents love and emotions. So for a lot of you, it's going to be more geared towards a positive change in a relationship. But, you know, keep an open mind, because it could also be in regards to travel or movement and things of that nature. I feel like it's going to be a very exciting time frame for you. And I love this because I love positive readings. And I don't always get like super bubbly readings because life isn't that way for most of us. And I'm not a fluff reader. I'm not just going to tell you like pretty things just to make you feel good. You know, I'm going to keep it real with you. But I do love when I get fluffy readings because it's awesome, right? So let's see what else. Let's see what that card is in a moment. So you have the card of the King of Cups. I feel like also they're really highlighting, you know, being yourself, but also being vulnerable. I don't like the word vulnerable. Being open with your emotions during this time frame. You know, so if you have been guarded or you've been on the fence, you know, or defensive or whatever, it's time to bring some peace and some balance to that energy, Gemini. First within yourself, but you also might be making peace within your relationship or relationships. Okay, there's an opportunity here to kind of let the guard down and compromise and be open with your emotions. But there is a little bit of like an edginess to this though. So I feel there's a caution here, Gemini, that if you get too overwhelmed, right, and you're not able to maintain your balance, you might be maybe a little bit too open, a little bit too blunt, a little bit too honest. You know what I mean? It's like, and I heard, do you want my honest opinion or not? So just remember, our opinions are opinions. They're not the honest truth. Right? And sometimes opinions are better left unsaid, which is hard for an air sign, you know, and I'm a triple air sign. So yeah, it's hard for me to sometimes keep my words to myself, but or keep my thoughts to myself. But it's kind of like, I've had to learn too over time though, and as an air sign, that do I want to be right or do I want to be loving? You know, it used to be like when I was younger, I just felt like I had to have an opinion about everything. And then I realized, like, you don't really have to have an opinion about every single thing. So then it became more just about weighing out, is my opinion worth, you know, ruining this moment? I guess, I don't know. Like, I think as you grow older, you know, for us air signs, you learn to be more balanced with when it's appropriate, what to keep to yourself. Or at least we try like hell, you know what I mean? Easier said than done. I just want to say, if you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath, back away, and maybe wait till you feel better before you talk. Because some of you might go overboard with that. So be careful with that. And if it's not you, Gemini, it could also be somebody you're connecting with. I do see another person showing up here in the relationship sector, where you may need to come to a compromise or some sort of balance here, or balance needs to be brought to that situation on an emotional level in order for things to positively change. But I honestly do feel a positive shift though in relationships, also in the house of travel and exploration and fun. So this should be a really interesting month for you. So let's see what the guidance is. Then we're going to go to the love reading and see what else you need to know. Card number 9. I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together, and so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings constantly emanating vibrational signals of desire. And when from your human form you offer a vibration of what you want because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want, you cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing in the vibrational experience. You get what you think about. Very interesting. So, Gemini, let's go to the love reading then and see what else we have coming through. Stay right there. I'll be back in just a second. Welcome back. All right, Gemini, now we're going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. I am, oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought. No way. I just got this card in the Aries reading. Holy Masta Choli. And also ADD on my part. I don't even remember what I was saying in my intro. You versus them, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, yada yada, you know the drill. Okay, so you have the card of politics. Some of you definitely dealing with Aries or have Aries in your chart. Others of you, I guess coincidence, but that's one heck of a coincidence. Let's see, person you're connecting with, transformations with Scorpio energy here for some of you. And or the influencing vibes. So, this card, Gemini, is, yes, about politics. For some reason, that may be a part of this reading. I mean, it is politics season, isn't it? It's election season. But in a spiritual sense, in a tarot sense, this card usually actually talks about wearing false facades. You know, saying one thing when you mean another. Pretending to be something that you're not, you know, like a snake in the grass type of vibe. Now that could be coming from you, or that could be coming from the person you're connecting with, or somebody who's connecting to your connection. This card is about transformations, changes, endings, new beginnings, and this is what your person's crowning energy is. So let's get into it and see I also want to say the card, this card of politics can also be online stalking, fake profiles, things of that nature. What you got going on, Gemini? Your spiritual reading was so positive, by the way. Definitely watch that portion if you haven't yet. All right, recent past. Then we're going to look at how you both think and feel about each other in the now, and then most likely outcomes. Recent past, 7 of Wands. Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. So, to me, the first thing I heard is withholding the truth. Again, there's that 7 of Swordsy type of energy showing up. So, I don't know if you're withholding the truth, Gemini, or this person is, but I feel that that was in the past energy. And just that came through so clearly. The 7 of Wands to me usually talks about, you know, trying to protect oneself or keep somebody out of your business or keep somebody from knowing something. I feel like somebody was hiding the truth, keeping, you know, others at a distance or protecting. You were protecting some sort of truth that you knew in the past. This is weird. I'm just going to straight up tell you what I'm feeling. It's a sense, ugh, this always happens when, I'm channeling too fast. Anyways, it's a sense of, but you don't know the truth. You know what I mean? It's a sense of like, okay, well, you don't have the full story or the full storyline. And I feel this is coming from you outwards, meaning like you're thinking in your mind like, okay, but you don't know who he really is or who she really is or what the real story is, you know? It's like, it's like withholding what you know and yet not really spilling the beans either yourself, like being protective over what you know, but you know something that either this person doesn't know or somebody they know or somebody you know doesn't know. It's a very bizarre message, but I feel like if this is your reading, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So let's see this person's recent past. What is this person's recent past? Where's their focus been? 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups. So I was going to say, I feel like this person has been focused more so on home and family, friendships, kind of trying to walk away from things that no longer serve them, trying to be more playful, have more fun. The 8 of Swords is here, so I do feel like there is a sense of like this person feeling a bit trapped though. It's their own doing. It's through their own like thinking. It's like feeling like they're trapped, but they're not trapped. It's a really weird message. I don't know. I feel like this person felt stuck, but they weren't stuck. It was just like all in how they were seeing things or like all in their perspective. So like try as they might to, you know, unstick themselves, they just felt they couldn't, you know, and it's like all in their mind though. So for instance, like this person could be out with friends or hanging out with family, you know, in a comfortable environment possibly, but then feeling like they're trapped somehow or that they cannot be themselves or, you know what I mean? Like it's a thought pattern thing going on here. And that could have been just temporary, or it could be something they're still struggling with. We shall see. So let's see how you're perceiving each other then in the now. When you think of this person, what are your thoughts, Gemini? Goodness, why are my cards always so messy when I do your reading? Did I keep these? I don't think so. Let's try that again. Oh, I guess not. All right. Five of Swords in the reverse. Glad it's in the reverse at least. King of Cups, Temperance, and the Six of Swords. So the Five of Swords is probably one of the roughest of the cards here. In the upright, this is the sense of rejection, defeat. It's the Savage, because I'm getting the song Savage Love. Take it if it resonates. Now in the reverse, okay, you're coming out of that space or out of that mindset, you know, no longer feeling that sense of dejection or unworthiness or whatever this is that you were battling. And it could also be, by the way, that the person you're connecting with battles these things, okay? But I feel like I'm getting that song so strongly now, Savage Love. And now I'm also getting the song Pieces of Me by Jessica Simpson. No, her little sister, Ashley Simpson. I haven't heard that one in a decade or so, but I'm just going to give it to you straight. When you think about this person, it is like, it's kind of difficult. It feels to me like you're getting over... It feels like you're putting back the pieces, like putting the pieces back together of yourself, or had to do that in this connection. You know, it could have been, you know, something or situation where you didn't feel like you could win. Definite high emotions involved, but I feel like ultimately you are moving forward and in the right direction. It feels like to me like you're getting over a sense of rejection, to be honest with you. Or maybe this person is. And it's like picking the pieces back up and kind of moving on. It could also be like getting over a fight or a conflict with this person. And then like mending it. It's so weird though. I feel like... that song that's so clearly coming through now. On a Monday, I don't even know if I remember all the words to that song. Whatever happened to Ashley Simpson, by the way? Never hear of her. Anyways, how does this person see you? King of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups. Wow, Knight of Pentacles. This is all very positive over here. This is strength. This is courage. This is the ability to strike out on your own. This is creative. This is a sense of peace, sense of calm, sense of love. So it's weird. I feel like you're going through something where you're having to like put the pieces of you back together, or you're trying to move on from something that feels defeating to me. Okay. And again, you can swap this. Where on this person's end, they really see you as maybe a lot stronger than you see yourself. You know, they see you as at peace. You know, they may have a lot of emotion or love here for you, Gemini. And it's like they see you as capable. And I feel like you don't see yourself that way for some reason. Or, you know, or maybe you don't see them in the same light that they see you. It's kind of confusing to me. So let me see. Let's go deeper into the emotional space. How do you feel underneath it all? King of Wands. The Tower. There's that Tower. Eight of Swords. Yeah, there seems to be some instability going on here within the connection or within your energy. Okay. The Tower and the King of Wands together to me is like explosive energy, explosive anger, or, you know, explosive conflict, explosive fights, explosive. Now, the Eight of Swords is interesting because this is like restricting yourself, holding yourself back. So it could be that like you're literally ready to explode and then you kind of hold yourself back and then it repeats. Or maybe there's like some sort of repetitive pattern where you explode and then this person holds themselves back from doing the same, and then you hold yourself back and then they explode. I don't know. Like, it's a very bizarre connection. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little toxic to me. Yeah. It feels like a lot of pressure. And it could also be that there's a sense of like, why do I keep holding myself back? And that's what I feel in the reading. Like, I'm getting so many messages, but because I don't know why I'm holding myself back. I mean, I don't ever do that, but I also feel like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like, you having something to say and then you holding yourself back and then just wanting to explode because you held yourself back and you should have just said what you wanted to say instead of held yourself back. And that's kind of what I was picking up in the spiritual reading too. And again, this could also be reflective of the person you're connecting with as well. But it's frustrating to me because it's like I have so much to say and there's so many messages coming through, and yet I'm not allowing them to fully come out of my mouth the way that I want to. And it's very un-air sign-like of me. And it may be very unlike you to also behave this way, and yet it's something that is a pattern that needs to be broken, okay? It's frustrating me. It's actually giving me tension, like, in my back, especially. So let's see. This person, the Fool, the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Ten of Wands. So the Hermit and the High Priestess both talk about secrets, secretive energy, but on the flip side, they do also talk about self-reflection, intuition, you know, like your internal dialogue. So I feel like whether this person is expressing it outwardly or not, they do have a lot of internal dialogue going on, okay, in regards to the connection. The Fool is kind of like just wanting to have a new beginning or let something go. And then the Ten of Wands is here to be like, but it's so difficult, you know, or it's like as soon as this person thinks that they are onto something new or into something better. You know what I mean? Like the struggle shows up again. The struggle is real because you take you with you wherever you go. So you're never truly escaping anything in life, right? Like we think that, oh, if I have a bad experience with this person per se, I'll just dump them and go to this next person, only to find yourself in the same or similar situation. So you're like, oh, I'll just leave this person and go to the next person, only to find yourself in the same or similar situation. Because you take you with you wherever you go. And your vibration also comes with you. So if you haven't done the healing work, if you haven't done the self-love, if you haven't done anything to change or raise your vibration, and you go to leave a bad situation, it's only a matter of time before the bad situation finds you again in different faces, different places, different people, but the same vibration. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of that. They're trying to listen to their intuition, though. I'm trying to use cards. Some of you have a past history with this person. They are trying to listen to their intuition, though. They're trying like hell to have a new beginning. And it feels like a little bit of a struggle to me. There's something they have yet to soothe within themselves. And it's also something that has held them back in the past as well. So let's see, what is the most likely next outcome or next step for Gemini? I hear Avril Lavigne. Why you gotta be so frustrated? Why you gotta be so complicated? Is that the name of the song? I got a radio station going on in my brain today. Okay. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess. So some of you are kind of afraid to follow your own passion here, and I'm not sure why, because intuitively you're kind of being led in the direction of leaning on yourself, listening to yourself, knowing that you can do this by yourself. And no, you don't have to do anything by yourself, but it's nice to know you can count on you at the end of the day. It's about finding your own stability and listening to your own inner voice. If things get too heated, by the way, or too passionate or whatever, I do feel anxiety here. Or, you know, the Nine of Swords to me is like my stressed energy. Like, it also could be a nightmare card. You may also be having nightmares. Anytime I have a lot of nightmares, it's usually because I have a lot of like fearful or worrisome things going on in my wake state, and my dreams are trying to point that out to me. So, you know, whatever you don't resolve within yourself, the universe will keep showing it to you over and over and over again until you get the hint, right? And you resolve it. So there may be something here to resolve within yourself or with this person, or just like in general right now, because it's kind of hindering you feeling as good and as passionate as you're meant to feel, okay? But you are being led by your intuition, and the Nine of Pentacles to me is also talking about like having the wherewithal to stand on your own feet, being capable, you know, of taking care of yourself and taking care of business. So let's see this person's next steps. The Six of Wands and the Tower. The Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, nice. So Six of Wands is about victory. Here's this positive change that I felt in the spiritual reading. So I felt in the spiritual portion of the reading that there was a positive change coming to a situation, a relationship, or in the area of travel and finance. But it's showing up here again in the love portion of the reading. So I do feel like there's something positive coming in for this person that is kind of changing their energy and therefore changing the connection or the situation in a positive direction, to where the Ace of Pentacles to me is commitment. It is manifestation of something real. It is happiness. It's like, ooh, feeling good, right? So I feel like this person's going to be in a really good feeling space here, Gemini. And if you're connecting with them, you may benefit from that, or you may, you know, get some sort of intrinsic reward, or an actual physical gift or commitment or whatever. If you're not connected to this person, like say in the physical, right, then they just might have something really good happening for them. And intuitively you may be aware of this, or some of you are online stalking this person and that's how you know. I'm just saying that that's what's going on, okay? And don't act like there ain't a few of you watching that know what's up. But if that's the case, okay, there's a weird message here, and I'm just going to say it. For the few of you who have some like online stalking going on, I feel like one of you has something really big and important and wonderful and beautiful happening, and the other person, the stalking person, okay, whether that's you or them, is kind of watching, and it's giving them anxiety because that's not what they or you really wanted to see or wanted to know. But don't worry, because the universe delivers to everybody. So somebody having something good happen to them does not mean you don't have good things coming for you, or vice versa. All of us have the capability of receiving our blessings, regardless of what another person is doing. Nobody can block your blessings but yourself. So I just want to say that, because I can feel that for a group of you. Also, if you're stalking somebody, and it gives you anxiety, just stop torturing your brain like that. Okay, I know like social media makes it so easy, and Facebook and Instagram, it's just like, oh, it's a little pop to see. Well, if it's hurting you, then it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth it. Just saying. Whether it's you or them. Now, not all of you are in that category. Some of you, it's just like there's a positive shift or a change happening in the connection. Your intuition is letting you know what's up. And then this person is having some sort of physical manifestation that is connecting them to their good feeling self. And bada boom, bada bing, it may connect you in a very beautiful way. So let's see what the guidance is. 42 is the card number. Should I leave or should I stay? It is very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. We do not recommend taking the physical action of leaving a relationship without deliberately coming into thought alignment with the new desires that have been born out of your current relationship. And then whether you stay or whether you move on to another, you can have exactly what you desire. Wow. Didn't I just give a speech about that like literally 10 minutes ago? Yes. Listen to that again. Should I leave or should I stay? Woo! Never a dull moment, Gemini. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or having your own birth chart. I have Leo. I have Scorpio. Aries, Virgo. Leo. Scorpio. Scorpio again. Wow, lots of Scorpio here. Sagittarius. And Virgo. Those are the primary signs. And Capricorn. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing. Oh, and I definitely felt a reference to Aries. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it resonated, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, check me out Facebook, Instagram, all of it linked below and in the About section. Wishing you the best, and until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.